Peter, the examples of your achievements go on and on. We have heard tonight that you have been an Olympic equestrian rider, manager and coach. You have been a business owner, a mentor, an activist. You are an author. You are a survivor. And if this isn't enough, you decided in late 2010 that you would add accomplished inspirational speaker to the list. In 2011, you also became alumni of Be Leadership, a one-year focused leadership program. In 2012, you won the Inspirational Speaker of the Year for the Auckland branch of the National Speakers Association. We have somebody in the audience tonight who can reflect on your short but impressive professional speaking career. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage a past president of the National Speakers Association of New Zealand, Robin Pearce. Look at you looking gorgeous this evening, Robin. How are you, all right?
I'm great, thank you, Buckwheat.
You are indeed.
Pete and Rodney, how wonderful to be with you.
Robin, please, tell us how you first met Peter.
Well, would you not be surprised? It was in a bar. Dorothy's sister. And I'd heard about Peter for so long from Yvonne, my lovely friend Yvonne, Peter's wonderful sister. It was amazing when I met you, Pete. It was like we hadn't met, but it felt as if we had met years before because you greeted me so warmly. It was as if we were almost brother and sister. You could hardly see, you could hardly hear, but you just welcomed me into the family. So thank you. It's just been a special, special friendship.
Robin, you have met many speakers over your past 20-year career as a professional speaker. You have been the president of the National Speakers Association of New Zealand, and in 2006-2007, you were the president of the Global Speakers Federation. How do you rate Peter as a speaker?
I'm going to tell you folks what I've told many people around the world, that I would rate Peter as right at the top of the inspirational speakers around the world. And I've heard many. I've been to many conventions in many countries around the world, and you're absolutely up there, my friend. It's been amazing. It's not only, I just want to add a little more, it's not only Peter's refusal to give in to the horrendous challenges that you've faced. They would have stopped most people, like everybody else I know, would have been stopped with the challenges that you've faced. It's also, Pete, the way that you've shared your story. It's been matter of fact, calm acceptance, no bullshit, no artificial pulling of the sympathy card. That has been very, very special. And what I've observed is that from your weakness, you've given your listeners strength. From your pain, you've given us all courage. And from your adversity, you've given us a belief in possibilities. So thank you.
Robin, as you know, we've heard much about Peter's character already tonight. How would you describe Peter to a stranger?
A small man with the strength and courage of Goliath. A man of indomitable spirit who lives his life at full throttle, and we all know that. A man who enriches everyone he meets, and it's a privilege to call you a friend. I'd like to close, Pete, with some of your own words, and it's from your book, How's Your Day? And I'm sure many of you have read it. Great book. It's his blogs from 1 to 101. And on, it was the 25th of January 2012, you wrote a blog called Our Attitude is Infectious. And you said, we choose each day to make it a tough road or a journey of adventure. Pete, you inspire us all to choose the path of courage, possibility and adventure. We love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robin Pierce. Peter, Robin has encapsulated much of what we have heard tonight. Quite simply, an extraordinary man with a very extraordinary story. It is no secret that you have decided it's time to say goodbye. In a recent blog you wrote, "No more invasive action, no more operations, no more cuts, no more pain." You wrote of letting go of your tired and painful body. What is remarkable is that you don't want people to be stumped by the sadness of your story. Rather, you ask us to be inspired by your survival and your hope. This evening has been a celebration of your life. We were never going to fully capture the story of Peter Taylor. We have, however, weaved together moments in time, people you have touched, places you have been, memories you have made, and challenges you have beaten. Hanging on the lounge wall, in your lounge wall, is an inscription. In the end, what matters most, how well did you live? How well did you love? And how well did you learn to let go? Peter Taylor, you have mastered the good life. You've practiced authenticity and honesty daily. You understand and you teach that being human is not only about strength, but also about the struggle. By living your example of self-belief, you have inspired others to have confidence. You embrace the things you cannot change, and you work on the things that you can. Early on in the process of putting this evening together, your friend, Paige Wild, shared with us the following words. "I cannot for the life of me understand why the whole world does not know Peter Taylor, his name and his story. Those of us who have been touched by him have been forever changed and understand how very, very fortunate we are to call him a friend." Peter Taylor, this is your life.
Thank you so very, very much, my darling. Thank you, darling.
Oh, okay. So I have to take this book off you again, Peter. Sorry, but for those of you who are out there who have not signed the book, it will be sitting at the door if you would like to sign it. We know we never got it round to everybody. So if you would like to sign this book, please make sure you sign it. We'll leave it at the door so when you leave you can sign the book. If you'd like to take a seat, I'll just wrap it up. Unless you want to stay standing. Here we go. Oh, look at Oh!
One moment, please, caller. Oh, I'm back on. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, take a seat. Oops.
Is it my turn to say something?
You can say something. Would you like to say something? You can say something. He can say something, can't he? Great, there you go.
What an extraordinary experience. To be overwhelmed and to go through half of somebody's packet of tissues. Thank you. To be able to sit here and experience such enormous love, compassion, kindness, the glue that manners that bring us all together and that give each other hope, because we all need a seed of hope and we need love for one another, I wish to thank once more Karen and the trustees of the Cartier Trust, Tess and the girls for their wonderful performance, and our beautiful Buckwheat for her most extraordinary work tonight at emceeing and putting this together. And of course, I can't not say goodbye to you all without mentioning and loving completely in my heart and my soul, to my very core, my beautiful Rodney, who, as I said before, is the reason for the last 6 years that I have put up with this struggle, because he is not my life, he has been my life. Thank you so very, very much for including me on this very, very special day, and that I should be so privileged to take this with me in my crossing and passing. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out in support of the Cartier Bereavement Charitable Trust and Peter Taylor. We can enjoy the church until about midnight, but if you'd like more shows and fun, please make your way to K Road to the Family Bar or to Legend. There is also a fundraiser. Yes, I'm getting there. Excuse me. If you hold your hair, ladies. There is also a fundraiser for the Prostate Cancer Foundation at Urge Bar. Ladies, so pop in there for a drink with the boys, or girls, or screamers. Wherever you are travelling, go safely, and remember, don't postpone joy. Cue music and lights. There you go, thank you.
Do you want me to take that?
Oh no.